want to let you know about our Impact Initiative, which is starting next Sunday. We have been praying a lot about this over the months. Really, this inception kind of started about a year ago as we were talking about some needs here in our church community. And really for us as a board, as leadership, as staff, we want to build a church that is accessible, that is welcoming, and that is on mission for the kingdom of Christ here. And we don't want there to be any barriers for anybody coming in to our church body. And so we are launching a month-long giving campaign where we're asking you to prayerfully consider giving above and beyond your normal tithes and offerings starting next Sunday. What that is between you and God. I'd encourage you to pray about that. But we're giving to 3 different areas over the span of that month. You can think of them as buckets. Bucket number 1 is we're giving towards outreach. It's really important that we don't just have one Love Week once a year, but as we've talked about, that we have Love Week every week of the year if possible. We want to have impact with other organizations, with other ministries here in Gates and the greater city of Rochester. And so one of those buckets that you're giving towards when you give towards the Impact Initiative is outreach. The second is bond reduction. I don't know if you know this, but we've paid our bond reduction down from $450,000 in 2021 to today, $229,000. Isn't that incredible? And that's through your generosity and through your giving and God's faithfulness in providing for us. We want to continue to reduce that bond debt because that frees up money that we can put into outreach, that we can put into other initiatives and ministries here. And so we're going to attack that as well. So we're going to pay towards outreach, we're going to pay towards bond reduction, and lastly, we're going to pay towards facilities. A number of months ago, I walked out to our front door during the week, and there was an individual sitting in their wheelchair outside of these front doors. And because we don't have handicap accessible doors, they were sitting there in the freezing cold, unable to open the door. And I thought, man, that is a barrier for somebody coming in and experiencing the gospel. We have to do something about that. We have to take all these things that might get in the way. It might be a physical barrier, it might be a spiritual barrier, emotional, whatever it is. But we're going to focus on these physical barriers, and we're going to be giving towards those physical barriers for removing those. So we're going to put handicap accessible doors right here in the front. We're going to take some of this carpet that has been stained by I don't know whose kids. Could be all 4 of mine. We're going to take this carpet that has all the rip spots and spots you can get snagged on. We're going to take that up. We're going to put some vinyl flooring down there, make it nice, multi-use space. We're going to tackle some of the issues in the parking lot that make it difficult for people to access our building. So this week, would you prayerfully consider what it looks like for you to give above and beyond your normal tithes and offerings starting next Sunday? It's a month-long giving campaign. I think we can actually reach most of our goal on Sunday, number 1. And I think that would be amazing. Oh, and I got to just mention this last thing. I know I'm going on. The district heard about this campaign. We told them about it. And they see the value in updating our facilities. And so they said this: for every dollar you give, we'll match it up to $15,000. So as far as our facilities go, removing those barriers, welcoming people in, they said, we'll match it up to $15,000. They saw the mission, they saw what we're doing here, and they said, we want to get behind this, we want to support it. So what does it look like for you to give above and beyond your normal tithes and offering next Sunday? Pray about it. Pray ask God what that number might be, and join us next Sunday expectant for what God is going to do here at City Hope.